Oh, I'm in love with Chick-fil-A.
Founded about 75 years ago and the home of the original chicken sandwich, Chick-fil-A is a well-known American fast food chain. But this famous fast food brand has a number of interesting truths that not many are aware of. Continuing with our revelations, here are 10 untold truths of Chick-fil-A. Part 2.
I'm a 28-year-old man. I should be able to eat a chicken sandwich if I want.
It is a fast food chain with the friendliest employees. Chick-fil-A is known to have the friendliest employees in the fast food business. And it's not just us saying that. Most customers have reported that they feel that Chick-fil-A employees are extra friendly.
Okay, dude. Chili or Willy?
While most fast food restaurants concentrate on fast service, increasing foot traffic, and aggressive advertising strategies, Chick-fil-A's founder, Truett Cathya, had envisioned a fast food restaurant that puts customer satisfaction first and above all else. He wanted the restaurant staff to always be courteous and polite to customers. According to a publication, the staff is trained to be exceedingly courteous and follow a set protocol for friendliness and politeness to ensure a great service experience for customers.
Steaks cooked medium rare.
Can I get my steak cooked just
That wasn't no question.
Thus, thank you and please are unfailingly used by Chick-fil-A employees when interacting with customers. In fact, Chick-fil-A was voted as the most polite chain restaurant in a 2016 survey of drive-through service restaurants. It beat 15 other fast food chains in the survey to reach the coveted spot. Another interesting fact about Chick-fil-A employees is that they are trained to use elevated language with customers. So you're more likely to hear "my pleasure" instead of "you're welcome" from restaurant staff. Chick-fil-A generously supports employee education.
Hey pal, did you get a load of the nerd?
Pardon me?
Chick-fil-A is as dedicated to its employees' well-being as it is towards its customers. Honoring the religious belief of its founder, Truett Cathya, Chick-fil-A is known for its standout feature of Sunday restaurant closures. All Chick-fil-A restaurants are closed on Sundays. Besides honoring the founder's religious beliefs, the restaurant chain is also dedicated to taking care of its employees' futures. It does so by helping its employees go to college. Chick-fil-A's founder placed a lot of emphasis on higher education. It is widely believed that the company has generously provided college scholarships to the tune of $35 million to its employees since 1973.
Please, Fry, I don't know how to teach. I'm a professor.
The company believes in investing in the future of its employees so as to empower them to lead better lives. That is probably one of the many positive reasons for employee satisfaction at Chick-fil-A. The company has an ongoing employee initiative called Remarkable Futures that is committed to funding the education of its employees. As part of this initiative, in early 2019, Chick-fil-A reportedly gave out upwards of $15 million in educational scholarships to about 6,000 employees in its American restaurants. There is a Chick-fil-A in almost every state.
And let the meat slide down your throat hole.
Chick-fil-A became famous for its lip-smacking chicken sandwich that was created to match the hamburger craze of the 1960s. But not many know that the legendary sandwich was born out of a poultry surplus of that time. And the founder created the sandwich by using the unique technique of pressure frying the chicken to give it a juicy taste and texture. Adding a super secret mix of seasonings and spices along with tasty pickles gave it a distinctive taste. Though the final results may look very simple, one bite of the sandwich and one realizes the complex layers of flavor that make a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
We use mainly bats.
The original recipe of the chicken sandwich was the founder's creation and is now a trade secret. With such a deep history and unmatched taste, Chick-fil-A soon became a nationwide phenomenon. It has outlets in many countries across the world and in almost every state of the United States. We say almost every state because there are 3 U.S. states that do not yet have a Chick-fil-A. Besides Vermont, Hawaii, and Alaska, all the other 47 states have one or more than one Chick-fil-A outlet. Chick-fil-A's secret menu is quite extensive. Most fast food restaurants have a secret menu, i.e. a range of off-menu items that customers in the know can order.
The ultimatum is a cheeseburger stuffed inside a cheeseburger with 2 deep-fried cheeseburgers.
And Chick-fil-A is no exception to this rule. In fact, Chick-fil-A is known to have quite an expansive secret menu. Although its signature item is the original chicken sandwich, whose recipe is a major secret within the company, there are a plethora of other items on the menu, including variations of the chicken sandwich, salads, desserts, drinks, breakfast items, sides, and more. Many customers have discovered that there are a range of secret menu items that Chick-fil-A employees will make for you if you just ask nicely. Some of the items on this secret menu are a buffalo chicken sandwich, double-decker sandwich, cheese fries, the spicy char, double down, root beer float, grilled cheese, and more. The process to order these secret menu items is easy. Either you can just ask for them by their name, or describe the item so that the staff can make it for you as required.
Anyone who doesn't eat one is a chump!
If you want a double-decker sandwich, just ask for 2 patties in your chicken sandwich. If you ask for a double down, your sandwich bun will consist of 2 pieces of fried chicken with 2 chicken patties, bacon, and cheese. For those craving a tangy sandwich, go for the buffalo chicken sandwich that comes doused in a tangy buffalo sauce. You can even get a quesadilla at Chick-fil-A. Just ask for a charbroiled chicken in a grilled flour tortilla and ask for cheese and your desired sauce to be added to it. While their waffle fries are well known, try their cheese fries too, for they are just regular waffle fries with a melted cheese slice on top. And how can you forget drinks? There is a secret menu item in drinks too. Go for a root beer float. Most employees will serve it right up, but if they don't, just ask for root beer to be poured on top of a vanilla milkshake with a scoop of soft serve on top. Yum. There's a Hawaiian-themed Chick-fil-A in Georgia. Even though they do not have a location in Hawaii yet, Chick-fil-A has managed to open a Hawaii-themed restaurant in Fayetteville, Georgia. The restaurant is the brainchild of Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathya and is aptly called Truett's Luau. The restaurant is close to the founder's heart since he opened it when he was 92 years old.
I've never had fried chicken in my life.
He had envisioned a restaurant with a relaxed, vacation-style environment where customers could have an excellent meal with family and friends. In the founder's mind, nothing embodied this spirit more than a Hawaiian luau. He reportedly sketched out the details of this restaurant in the form of doodles and notes on a 3x5 index card. The restaurant opened at the end of 2013 in a massive 8,000 square foot space and is now the largest restaurant in the Chick-fil-A portfolio.
This is going to be big.
Truett's Luau brought to life the founder's vision of a festive Hawaiian theme. With nearly 50 years of restaurant business experience and nearly 1,700 restaurants to his name, it isn't surprising to hear that almost every decor element in the restaurant was handpicked by Truett himself. As for the food, besides the regular chicken items, the restaurant also serves pork and tropical seafood. Anyone can open a Chick-fil-A outlet.
What do you mean, everyone?
Most fast food chains operate on a franchising model, and owning a fast food franchise is a great source of income for many investors. But many people believe that opening a fast food outlet is an expensive affair requiring massive initial capital, time, and manpower investment. But that isn't the case with Chick-fil-A. Opening a Chick-fil-A outlet is not very expensive. All you need is $10,000. Unlike other fast food franchises, Chick-fil-A believes in keeping the cost of initial investment low so that anybody with a decent amount of interest and money can approach them to open an outlet.
Last week he comes here and tells me that he's discovered my plot to blow up the Chick-fil-A.
Reportedly, the company will even pay all the initial business costs like real estate purchase, equipment, restaurant construction costs, etc. But the ownership of the outlet will remain with Chick-fil-A. Since it has a reputation to maintain, operating a Chick-fil-A franchise is not easy. The company has a stringent screening screening process in selecting a franchisee. To become a franchisee, along with an initial capital of $10,000, reportedly all franchisees must pass through a series of interviews and undergo a thorough training program, all of which are a time-consuming process. Each franchisee is chosen after careful consideration by the company bosses to ensure adherence to company values and customer service practices. To become a franchisee, Chick-fil-A has a set of conditions that must be complied with, like the restaurant operator franchisee must be actively involved in the running of the outlet, the restaurant location is selected by Chick-fil-A and not the operator, each franchisee can only operate one location, etc. And adherence to the company's strict Christian values is likely also a large factor. Chick-fil-A employs clever advertising tactics.
Tell me that don't smell good.
Even if you've never eaten at Chick-fil-A, you are sure to have come across a signboard or advertisement for it featuring a cow mascot that is seen writing "Eat More Chicken" in all capital letters. This very clever and unique advertising strategy is said to be the brainchild of the Richards Group, and the first of such billboards came up in Dallas, Texas. There has been no looking back in terms of a company mascot ever since. The concept consists of Holstein dairy cows holding, painting, or wearing signboards that read the cheeky company slogan, "Eat More Chicken," which encourages customers to eat more chicken sandwiches instead of burgers or steaks.
When they bite into your food, you want the taste buds to scream out, "Hallelujah!"
The now famous cows and slogan are seen everywhere, but the initial mascot of Chick-fil-A was a chicken, Doodles, who can still be seen on the Chick-fil-A logo. Apparently, Chick-fil-A hosts an annual Cow Appreciation Day in July, where customers can dress up as cows and receive complimentary meals. There is no secret recipe for the delicious Chick-fil-A sauce.
You need to lay off the sauce.
Chick-fil-A is popular with customers not just for its scrumptious chicken sandwiches and waffle fries, but also its Chick-fil-A sauce. For years, customers have dipped their fries and chicken nuggets in this delicious sauce and tried to figure out its secret recipe. But here's the secret: there is no secret recipe for the sauce. Sure, the sauce tastes magically yummy.
A little salty. That's all my sauce needed, was just a little more salt.
But its recipe is not a secret at all. In fact, the people at Chick-fil-A themselves revealed the recipe of the sauce on Twitter. The official Twitter account of Chick-fil-A once mentioned that their signature sauce was a mix of honey mustard, ranch, and barbecue sauces. As simple as that. With such easily available ingredients, anybody can whip up the Chick-fil-A sauce at home. Chick-fil-A and the same-sex marriage controversy.
That I'm choosing a chicken sandwich every time.
Founded on the strong Christian beliefs of Truett Cathya, Chick-fil-A has been involved in a same-sex marriage controversy since 2011. Many media outlets reported that Chick-fil-A was donating millions of dollars to organizations and co-sponsoring events that were opposed to same-sex marriage. Some outlets even reported that a charity founded by Truett and his wife, the WinShape Foundation, did not permit same-sex couples on its marriage retreats. In direct response to these reports, it was reported that students across the U.S. campaigned for a ban or removal of Chick-fil-A restaurants from their university campuses. The controversy hit a crescendo in mid-2012 when Truett's son and Chick-fil-A COO at the time, Dan, made a public statement opposing same-sex marriage.
I didn't choose to like Chick-fil-A.
Which was met with severe political and public disapproval. But to counter the protests of same-sex marriage activists, a former Arkansas governor announced a Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day. To put an end to the controversy, a civil rights organization issued a statement that Chick-fil-A had ceased donating to organizations that promote discrimination, specifically against LGBTQ civil rights. The statement was never officially confirmed by Chick-fil-A, though supposedly all persons are said to be treated equally at Chick-fil-A outlets now. Chick-fil-A believes in upcycling.
I'm not going to recycle this aluminum can, I'm just going to throw it in the trash.
Committed to doing their bit to protect the environment, the folks at Chick-fil-A have invested in upcycling plastic bottles to create staff uniforms. The company partnered with a South Carolina-based apparel manufacturer to create a sustainable material from which to make staff members' polo shirts. After extensive research, they came up with a material, or PET fabric, that incorporated bamboo fibers, organic cotton, and recycled materials like plastic bottles. By mid-2017, about 100,000 Chick-fil-A employees were wearing polo shirts made from this upcycled material.
Could you please put a shirt on or something?
The use of plastic bottles in making the polo shirts reportedly saved 5.3 million bottles from being dumped into landfills or in the oceans. Reportedly, each polo shirt contains anywhere from 9 to 19 plastic bottles. This apparently makes Chick-fil-A employees the first ones in the fast food industry to wear uniforms made from upcycled and reclaimed plastic bottles. Satisfy that craving with another BabbleTop video. Just tap that screen. And if you're new to our channel, show us some love. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.